Welcome. Sorry we're a little late. Had to take some friends to the airport today. But we're here now and we're ready to go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you everybody for going over to Spotify and Apple Podcast and getting signed up to my show over there. My goodness. So many people in the last 2 days signed up on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Spotify and Apple Podcast. Go check it out. Your Saltwater Guide. You can't go wrong. Check me out. And today is ProTech Offshore Friday. We're going to be talking about ProTech every Friday from now on. And today is no different. It's ProTech Offshore Friday. Gang, if you have not seen the ProTech fighting grip, if you've not seen this little baby, then I don't know, you've been living under a rock or something. I've been showing this thing for 2 years. Now we're ready. We got plenty of them in stock, and we have a beautiful website, protechoffshore.com. Go to ProTech Offshore, check out the fighting grip. Look at all the bitchin' videos I made of us catching all kinds of fish, marlin, wahoo, sailfish, dorado, lots of marlin with the ProTech Offshore fighting grip. This thing is amazing, gang. This thing is absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, it's revolutionizing fishing. It's not going to work as a rail rod, but we're coming out with in the next, it's going to take at least a year to get the rail rod version of this thing set up. Although I did see a couple of the guys that could definitely use these in a rail rod situation. The way that this would lean inside there where they're putting it on the rod holder now, on like Billy Kay and some of the guys are using these. Justin Botrell over at Bowline Sport Fishing. There's definitely an application for this in the rod holder. But gang, check out the ProTech Offshore Fighting Grip. This 22-degree angle, this action inside here. You can tweak it real good right here. It takes all the pressure out of your back when you're fighting a fish. You won't even believe this thing. It's revolutionizing fishing. Go to ProTechOffshore.com, PROTEK offshore.com. Go to ProTech Offshore. Check out the ProTech Fighting Grip. And gang, the first 5 people that order this, you're going to get a lifetime membership to your Saltwater Guide. So go to ProTech Offshore, check it out. We're not asking you to build a brand new fishing pole. This is going to go onto your existing pole. Any good rod builder can put this together. Breck's making most of our rods for these things up in Dana Point. Let's go to ProTech Offshore, and you'll see all about what I'm talking about. You'll see the applications. You'll see all the fish we caught. Go to ProTechOffshore.com and check it out, gang. Big news, okay? What's going on in Southern California right now? My goodness, still historic, absolutely historic bite going on. Absolutely historic bite going on up there in Southern California. It is historic. Dorado again came right back. I mean, they had a little down day before yesterday. They're right back catching lots of Dorado yesterday. A lot of our clients are out today, followed the simple game plan, and they're sending me all kinds of great pictures. And gang, if you want me to post your pictures, you have to send me a little story. And you got to talk about www.yoursaltwaterguide.com. If you want me to post your pictures, I've had people send me pictures of their business and wanting me to promote. I'm not going to promote your business. I will promote your picture, and I will promote your Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. I will promote that if you send me a picture with a little story of how your saltwater guide helped you, or if you want to send me some pictures of your boat with no blood or guts on it or anything, and that you followed my game plan and you still didn't catch anything and you can blame it all on me, I'll post that picture too. It's just unfortunate that no one has that picture. If they follow the game plan the way that I make it out and fish the way I say with the right size hook and the right size line and go to the right places, it's almost impossible to fail. But the biggest problem people are having is they can't follow simple instructions. What happens? Your ego gets in the way. Once your ego gets in the way, You end up spending the day fishing for, you end up fishing for boats all day. Okay. Andy, if you sent me a request, I don't know. I'll look at it when I'm done here. But if you guys have pictures, you want to send them to me, it's real simple. YourSaltwaterGuide@yahoo.com. YourSaltwaterGuide@yahoo.com. If you just send me pictures with no story attached, I'm not posting that. Has to have some type of story about your saltwater guide in order for me to promote your picture on my social media. And like I told you, we get a couple of million views a week. So I'll help you. You send me your pictures. I'll post them on my wall, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok, and then we'll tag you and help drive people over to your social media. I'll do you that favor if you do me a favor and make a little story. Tell me about how I helped you. But gang, what I was talking about a minute ago, historic, what's going on in Southern California with the Dorado and the Marlin and the Yellowfin and the Bluefin and the weather and just the water temperature. And somebody saw a whale shark the other day, and Air Pelikia has some video of the whale shark swimming around in Southern California. Are you kidding me? Tommy on the Dana Pride said he had 78-degree water a couple days ago between Catalina and Clemente. Gang, we got another little storm down here in Cabo, going to push some more water up this week. So for some even more warmer water, so some more fun fishing. But if you haven't had an opportunity to get out there, there's a couple of places you can go to Sleigh Day, and you can talk to Ryan over there at Sleigh Day, and you can get in on his deal, and you can go rent a boat from them and follow my game plan and go out there and get yourself a handful of Dorado or maybe a big bluefin or some yellowfin. More and more yellowfin showing up in the bite in Southern California right now. And all these fish are fun and easy to catch with the ProTech offshore fighting grip. So you want to get one of these. Be one of the people on your street that has one of these. Everybody's going to be using these in the next couple of years. So you might as well get some now. It's going to revolutionize fishing. The leverage that you get from the ProTech offshore fighting grip changes everything. Marlin, wahoo, Dorado, swordfish, big bluefin, all of it. This ProTech offshore fighting grip just helps you catch all of it. But back to what we were talking about, this historic bite in Southern California, gang. We're going to harp on what we talked about a couple weeks ago. It's imperative now that you have some live mackerel in your bait tank because they're seeing so much. Cool, Andy. That's awesome. He left them bite and ran out of bait. Gang, there's so much fish out there, but these Dorado are the fastest growing fish in the ocean. They only live for 2 years. And if you think they live longer, that's okay. Everyone's allowed to think, but they don't. They live for 2 years. At 2 years, they weigh about 75 or 80 pounds. And then they die of starvation because they can't eat enough to keep themselves alive. That's why you'll never see a 100-pound Dorado. They just cannot eat enough. Their body is so... Their metabolism is so fast that they can't eat enough to keep themselves alive. Therefore, that's why you don't see any 100-pound Dorado because they can't. And they only live for 2 years. So don't feel bad if you only caught a handful of 10-pounders or 15-pounders and you thought, oh, we should have thrown those back. No. Keep them. Do you have any friends that like to eat fish? And they're asking you all, hey, you went fishing yesterday. You got any extra fish? Absolutely. We have some extra fish because we listened to Captain Dave Hansen, your saltwater guide, and we actually took the fish that we caught home because they were legal. And we didn't throw legal fish back because we know that won't save the planet. And we are actually going to take these fish that we caught and we're going to give them to people that are less fortunate as we are to get to go fishing all the time. And we're going to give them some of this legal fish to take home and eat so that they can have some good food and they'll know where the food came from. Unlike going out to the fast food restaurant every night, you're actually going to get some fast food. You're going to get some Dorado or Marlin or wahoo or bluefin or something that's very good to eat. And I just don't understand throwing legal fish back. The amount of money we spend to go fishing, the amount of time we spend on the water. If we get lucky enough to catch our limit, let's take our limit. Let's take our limit home. Let's give it to people who are less fortunate than we are. And if you don't like to eat fish, but you like to go fishing, then take those fish that you don't like to eat and bring them in and give them to your friends or family or some. Don't throw illegal fish back, for goodness sake. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of, gang. Don't do it. It doesn't save the planet. The limits were made by people, supposedly scientists, that know more about the ocean than we or I ever will. So don't fight with them. If they say you can have 10 here's what I always, if they tell you you have to keep 10 Dorado because that's your limit, then who am I to argue with them? Always take your limit. Never not take your limit, because you're not going to save the planet. Always keep them if it's legal. Always. Salty, you're talking to the wrong person. I'm not the guy that believes in if you throw a fish back, you're going to save the planet. You cannot have an adverse effect on the population of the fish in the ocean with the fishing pole. Not even you, Salty. You're not that good. I'm just telling you, gang. With the regulations and all the different things that are going on today, there's no reason to throw legal fish back. You're not saving the planet. All right? That being said, next week, we're going to take the weekend off like we always do, but next week, we're going to start talking about lobsters because we're 10 days away. Or no, 15 days away from opening day of lobster season. Can you believe that? It's lobster season on October 1st. It's the opening day. And gang, if you've ever followed me or paid attention to me, we absolutely, oh, Sean, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sean, you're one of my believers. You're one of my followers. You understand what I'm talking about. Gang, listen, there's no reason to throw legal fish back. You're not going to save the planet. You're not going to do anything super bitching by throwing legal fish back. So take the legal fish that you're allowed to keep. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna save the planet by throwing legal fish back. So just keep on keeping on. But we're going to talk about lobsters next week. We're going to start talking because, gang, if you pay attention to anything that I have done, we started this whole lobster phenomenon back in 2007, 2006, 2007, catching lobsters, taking people out hoop netting in Southern California for a living. And now I got a couple of buddies that are doing it. I got my buddy down in San Diego on the Ronin starting to take people out. And then I got my buddy Justin up in Long Beach starting to take people out. They're going to follow Dave Hansen's plan and how I've done it for all these years. And remember, my wife has the largest lobster ever recorded in Southern California. Now, I know for a fact that you caught way bigger. I already know that. Okay. But what you forgot to do when you caught those bigger lobsters, bigger than anybody's ever seen, what you forgot to do is you forgot to tell anybody. So luckily, my wife wanted to save that lobster and she gave it to the aquarium in Long Beach. And when she gave the lobster to the aquarium in Long Beach, that was the beginning of this lobster hoop net phenomenon. Now, every year I get into this argument with these people. Oh, I've been doing it way longer. Well, that's great. But you forgot to tell anyone that you were taking people out hoop netting for a living, because I ran the first charter boat to take people out hoop netting for a living. And if you were doing it, you probably weren't running very many trips because you didn't tell anybody you were taking people hoop netting for a living. I started it in 2007, 2008, and now every landing up and down the coast has a lobster hoop net boat going out for lobster hoop net season. So we're going to get deep into that. We're going to talk about it for a couple weeks. Also, I got something to let you know. War Heroes on Water. We talked about it last week. Last week. I'm sorry. Remember, the 70s were gnarly on me, so I have little brain farts every once in a while. We talked about it yesterday. We still need to talk about it. War Heroes on Water. Go to War Heroes on Water, type it into your computer, and go over there and check out the War Heroes on Water tournament that's going to start next weekend. There's going to be 125 vets coming into Newport Beach, California, and we're going to take them all fishing. I'm going to be running a little boat up there in Newport. My deckhands are Jimmy Decker and Eris Landesfeed, and we're going to be taking these War Heroes out fishing, but there's a bunch of really, really, really good captains that are going to be taking these War Heroes out. But the big problem we have, we just need a couple more boats that had to back out yesterday because they have some mechanical problems. We do not want to leave any of these guys or gals standing on the dock. War Heroes on Water needs a couple more boats. So if you have a boat or you know somebody that has a boat 40 feet or bigger, able to sustain a couple of War Heroes, maybe 2 or 3, feed them, water, and be able to take them fishing, then go to War Heroes on Water and send an email to Rod or the folks over there at Freedom Alliance and let us know who you are, and we'll get a call out to you immediately because we need a few more boats for War Heroes on Water. Also, go to War Heroes on Water and go to the donation page and make sure you donate. Make sure you donate. All right. Everybody needs to help. All the money goes to all the War Heroes. There's not a better cause out there. War Heroes have done a ton of stuff for you and I so that we can go fishing and go do all the fun stuff that we get to do every single day. So go to War Heroes on Water, hit the donate page. Please donate to the War Heroes. It's very, very, very near and dear to my heart. The guys and gals that sacrifice so much that Kelly and I can live the lifestyle that we live and fish is whenever we want and take people fishing and teach people how to fish. Those are phenomenal things. And we couldn't do it without the War Heroes. So make sure you dig down and donate. Jimmy Decker, Eric, myself, Steve Lasley, Jimmy Kingsmill, all the captains and all the crews and all the boat owners and everybody, we're all donating everything we have to make this a very successful trip. Tackle manufacturers, tackle people, everybody is donating to this. So feel free to donate. Dig down deep and think about this. Every penny helps. Go on the donation page and donate something, gang. War Heroes on Water. And man, if you own a boat, donate your boat, please. We need a few more boats to get these guys off the dock. We don't want to leave anybody standing there. War Heroes on Water. Have a great weekend. I will be back with you on Monday. We'll start off getting ready for lobster season. We'll go over all the cool tricks and traits that I've learned over the years. And do yourself a favor. If you're tired of sucking, Salty Irishman, you can tell them all. Sean over there, Justin on Facebook, Patrick, all of my clients that are on all the social media platforms will tell you your saltwater guide will never let you down. If you like to suck at fishing, don't sign up for my website. But if you're tired of following boats and you're tired of sucking and you're tired of seeing Sean Doyle's family in those photos and you're not in them, that's your own damn fault because I give you all the same opportunity I give Sean and his family. LP Fishing Supply, I think we need to come there and do a seminar for you. I think that's what you need. I think you need Captain Dave back there. I haven't been there for 4 or 5 years. It's time to get back in there and fill the house up like we did last time. That was a fun seminar. Oh my gosh. All right. Your saltwater guide. I need to be out in front of everybody doing seminars again like we used to do in the old days. I guess I'll be up in Del Mar for the Fred Hall show, and I'll be at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show this year. I'm excited, or in the coming year, next year, I'm excited to get out in front of people. Sitting in front of this computer screen doing these shows for the last 3 years, it's just not the same as being out in front of all of you. Thank you, though, for being here for me every day. Thank you all. I wouldn't do this show if you all weren't watching. Don't forget the PTO Fighting Grip. Let me know. Send me an email if you can't figure out where this is or how to get on the website or see, or if you have questions. feel free to email me at yoursaltwaterguide@yahoo.com. I'll tell you all about the PTO fighting grip. Plus, I got a ton of videos on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook about the PTO fighting grip, about how it all comes together. I got tons of videos about lobster fishing, hoop netting, swordfish fishing, marlin fishing, dorado fishing, white sea bass fishing, halibut fishing. If it swims, I know how to get it. If it swims, I know how to kill it as good as anybody. I might not be the best, but I can do it as good as anybody else. Go to yoursaltwaterguide.com. I will teach you the right way to do everything. You'll never have to suck at fishing again unless you're into that. And let's get ready for lobster. All right, I'll see you guys next Monday. Kelly and I are on our way to the beach.